Okay. And also, don't forget to share. Anytime you see my stuff, just share it. I don't care, I'm sharing it. Share it. We're gonna talk about our gaming priorities and how to prioritize them, right? We're gonna talk about how we're gonna work that in to our year. Not everybody's gonna have the same goals. Not everybody's gonna have the same priorities. But at the end of the day, the goal here is to help you, and also talking to myself and holding myself accountable and saying, hey, let's do these goals. Let's set these goals. Let's obtain these goals that we set in front of us. So here are the goals that we're gonna be, well, this is how you organize your thoughts when it comes to obtaining your goals, when it comes to gaming, and for that matter, even in real life. You can do this exact same thing for anything that you're trying to accomplish. This is my way of doing it. If you have a different way of doing it, please let me know. But right here, this is what I believe is the best way to do it. There's 10 steps, and let's go over them. We have envision what you want to do for the year. I think that's really, really important. You got to envision it. Compartmentalize your ideas. Make SMART goals. Rank and prioritize your said SMART goals. Create an actionable plan. Create your routine. Analyze your said routine. Crush your distractions with a fist, iron fist. Find an accountability partner or some type of accountability community. And then at the end of all that stuff, you got to reward yourself. You got to treat yourself when you accomplish your goals. So yeah, let's talk about this just a little bit here. So when we're talking about envisioning your goal, right? We're talking about the things that really drive you. What's the things that you want to accomplish? Do you want to be a pro gamer, or do you want to be a casual person? Do you want to get into content creation when it comes to your goals that you're setting here? Do you want to get more competitive? For me, I want to get more competitive within the fighting game space. And then also, I want to start making more content outside this arcade stick stuff that I'm doing right now. I want to make more content for that space that's there. So you got to ask yourself, where do you envision yourself, you know, in the next 6 months? Because again, we're talking about what we're doing in this year. What are you going to be doing within this next 6 months? What do you want to do? Envision yourself there and say, boom, that's the vision for the goal. Again, remember, that's not the plan. That's the vision for your plan. The next thing that you're going to want to do, now that you've set your vision for your goals, you're going to want to compartmentalize that vision and breaking that vision down into smarter and better goals so that it's easier to obtain. So for example, am I trying to develop a skill? Boom, I'm going to compartmentalize that right there and say, where do I need to be at to be a competitive gamer? Boom, compartmentalize that. And so I'm going to build out a routine for myself, and we'll talk about routines a little bit later, like we already discussed. But hey, what do I need to do to be that good? What skills do I need to learn in order for me to create video? What stuff do I need? Within competitive gaming, do I need to play a lot of online stuff? How am I going to obtain that particular goal right there? I got to compartmentalize this space right here. Within content creation, as I said, it's about videos, but what theme are you going to have for your content? Compartmentalize that and say, boom, that's part of my goal. And then say, oh, okay, cool, that's what's up. I want to have X amount of people subscribe to my channel by this particular time, and boom, circle that, compartmentalize that, and then plan for it. Same thing with your competitive goals. Boom, I want to be a master rank within the next couple of months, and then from there, I can take those next steps. And then you're gonna have to ask yourself, how do I want to interact with people while I'm setting these goals? That's a whole different section, and that's a whole different thing that we can talk about. But how do you want to interact with people while you're setting these said goals? And then after that, you're going to have to explore just a little bit. Hey, is this the right fit for me? Is this particular game the right thing for me? to explore and do? Or do I need to go over here? Do I need to figure that out over on this side? That's up to you to find out. But write all that stuff down and start circling the things that are most important and start drawing lines. You know, you have that little spider web from like back in the day when you were in grade school. Start having those little lines point different directions to where you want them to go. Or once you have compartmentalized them and showing that this is how they all connect. This is sign language for all connect. The next thing you want to do is set SMART goals. SMART goals are extremely important, and it's an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and what was the last one? Time-bound. Time-bound, that's the last one there, all right? So here goes a specific, and we kind of talked about that in the previous example by categorizing things, right? Specific, I want to reach, I don't know, freaking Fujin and Tekken in 6 months. That's very specific. That's something that's measurable, right? Here goes another part that's measurable. Stream at least 4 times a week for a minimum of 2.5 hours. Boom. Something that's achievable, right? I'm gonna practice daily at 8 o'clock for at least an hour. Do something that's relevant. Grow my YouTube channel. Grow my Twitch channel by insert number here, percent, by reviewing games or by, playing the games and teaching other people how to play the said games. And then of course, lastly, we got time bound. And it's like, hey, I'm going to participate in Evo, Combo Breaker, CEO by the end of the year. And that puts you in a box ultimately to say, hey, you will do this. And you can lead yourself to those said goals. Those are SMART goals. The next part we're gonna do, the step 4, we're gonna rank our gaming goals. Yeah, we're gonna rank our gaming goals. That's gonna be really important when it comes to this, right? Because this helps with prioritizing what actually has to get done, right? It's gonna go impact versus the effect. You're gonna make a matrix about this, right? And from this matrix that you have, you're gonna go boom, this right here, it gets a 1 on my effect, but it's gonna get a 3 on impact. So you're gonna have to do some measuring, or you're gonna have to make your own matrix that makes sense, and then from there prioritize things, right? When prioritizing your goals, and especially day to day, what I would like you to do is think about it like this. Say, these are 3 things I have to do, and there's 2 things that I want to do, right? I have to lab, I have to create content, I have to actually play and compete, right? And the things that I want to do is play another game that doesn't relate to my core game. And then maybe I want to sit down and watch another thing about how to get better at a particular craft like YouTube. Hey, boom, those are just examples, but boom, these are 3 things that I want to do. And here are 2 things, I said that backwards. Here are 3 things that I need to do, and there's 2 things that I want to do. I think that's really, really important. Create an actionable plan. That's step 5. So you're gonna work on skill development, content creation, competitive growth, community building, what's daily practices, content schedules, community time. So now those are the things that I'm doing for an actionable plan, things that I can do to get me where I'm trying to go. All right, so I'm going to develop my skills with practice, going out and getting coaching from different elite players. I'm gonna go out and make content about the things that I've learned. I'm gonna track my competitive growth, right? Write all that stuff down. Last week I got in 20th place. In this week I got in 5th place. Gotta track that down. Gotta track your growth. Then I'm gonna build the community, right? Of course, I have Team Capri. I'm gonna be in the Team Capri Discord, building that up. That is my gaming team. I'm gonna work on that community and building that up. And then I'm gonna practice daily on the things that I've learned. Then I'm gonna have a content schedule. You guys already know, I stream on Twitch and YouTube from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock every single weekday. And then we're gonna have some community time and making sure that I'm able to interact with the community within the Discord. So you can do those exact same things. Now that we talked about creating a actionable plan, we need to talk about the routine that we have with the plan. We already talked about that a little bit with creating an actionable plan, and it kind of overlaps, right? Because skill development, I already said this, right? Skill development overlaps on my daily practices, right? Content creation overlaps on the content schedule. Community building overlaps on community time. So that's kind of why I kind of said that previously, but it's really, really important that you establish these gaming routines. And then right after that, on step 7, we're gonna track and reassess what we've done. So you can't just do it one time and be like, oh, it didn't work. You're gonna have to put yourself in a box a little bit and say, boom, over the course of these next 3 months, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it. And then now that I've seen it play out for 3 months, now I get an opportunity to see what worked and didn't work. In this month, these are the things that worked. This is how far I came over the last 3 months when it comes to competitive gaming while playing on my locals or playing online, or this is how far up I've gotten ranked. To me, that makes sense. Track and analyze your actionable plan and your routine, all right? This is the most important step. This pertains to almost everything that you do, not just with gaming, this just in life in general. Eliminating distractions. Every single time, it never fails, someone comes to me and goes, hey, it must be nice you're able to game. Oh, it must be nice you're able to do this graphic design project. Oh, it must be nice you're able to do this, you're able to do that. No, I prioritize the things that are important to me, and I eliminated the distractions. So here's the question. How many people here have sat there and watched Netflix and just that's all they did? How many guys just sat there and watched a basketball game? You probably could be doing something else with your time. Now, here goes a good one for you fellas out there. How many of you guys just sat on the toilet, just sat there, played a game on the toilet or scrolled on the toilet and just sat there? That's definitely a distraction that needs to be eliminated. Scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Twitter or X, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through, you insert place you scroll at here. That could be precious time used to obtain your goals, and I think that's really important. Eliminate your distractions, and I just listed a few, but you know what's distracting you right now. Eliminate it. Next part here, what you're gonna wanna do is find an accountability partner. Yes, you're a lone wolf, I get it. I totally understand. I too am a lone wolf. I enjoy doing things alone. Everybody does to a certain extent. But you're definitely gonna need somebody to hold you accountable. It's very similar to lifting weights. You cannot lift weights without someone spotting you when you're trying to go up to that next level of that heavy weight, right? You cannot always do things by yourself. That one day that you don't feel like doing nothing, you need your accountability partner to go, hey, bro, come on over here. I need you to do this. Get an accountability partner. And for that matter, going back to some of the other stuff we were talking about earlier, use your community to hold you accountable. Hey, bro, you haven't posted in a long time. What's the deal? Post. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Make sure you have an accountability partner and stop making excuses when they're holding you accountable. I'm looking at you. And then lastly here, you're gonna celebrate your milestones. You're gonna treat yourself. You wanna reward yourself for reaching some of your new ranks. Go get some ice cream. No, don't get ice cream, that's not healthy. But do something nice for yourself when you finish getting to that new rank, when you finish making that content series, or you've done really good at a particular tournament. And then make sure you share your accomplishments with your community. Make sure you're sharing it on your social media spaces, and be like, nah, boo-boo, stick your head in doo-doo. I did it. Suck it. No, don't tell them to suck it, all right? But you know what I'm saying. Just tell them, hey, I did it, and you'll be perfectly fine. Reward yourself. With that, let's do a quick review of what we hit on. We hit on envisioning your goals for the years, compartmentalizing your ideas. We talked about SMART goals. We talked about ranking your goals. We talked about creating actionable plans for your goals. We talked about creating a routine. We talked about analyzing that said routine. We talked about crushing your distractions, finding an accountability partner, and then lastly, treating yourself when you accomplish some of your goals. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below how you feel about some of this stuff. I don't mind going back and forth and having some dialogue about your goals. I would love to hear some of your goals that you have, or if you have any other strategies for your gaming goals during this year, I would love to hear them. Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks. With that, again, I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm the most determined soul, C.J. Berry, the leader of Waves and Waves of People in Determination, Success and Victory. Don't block with your face, and I will see you guys on the next time. Peace out.